Hello guys, thank you for joining us today. Today we will have a special guest. We have not just one special guest, because we have two special guests. Maybe one you already know, that's Eva Formica. She's one of the academy coaches, but also we have Danco Molina. He's part of the leading team of the whole coaching program. Okay, so today they will give you a session on how to find some information to improve your own report. Okay, so please, Eva, Danko.
Yeah. Do you want to go first for the introduction?
You can go ahead.
Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Eva Famika. I am 16. I'm from Belgium, and I am a coaching manager, but I'm also a member, the only member actually, of the AA leadership team. So I'm helping Danko, Danko, which is the director of the program with several things. And yeah, you can go, Danko.
So hi everyone, my name is Danco Molina. I am from Chile, and I am the AA program director. You will learn more about our program and what we do and how you can benefit from what we do later on this presentation. A little about me. I first participated in X-Culture all the way back in 2019. Then I decided to join as a coach, and I've been also a senior coach, client expert, and now since a little around 2 years ago, I became the program director. I hope today's session is very insightful for you and that you can take away many things and that you can use some of the resources that we produce in our program to your benefit and to produce higher quality reports. Go ahead, Eva.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Okay, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, just one thing. If you guys have any questions, feel free to type in the chat or just feel free to open your mic as well. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Should be working. Okay. So today we're going to talk to you about the weekly milestone advice sheet. It's normal if you're not really familiar with them yet, but at the end of this session, there won't have any secrets for you. So what are we going to do today? First, we are going to explain you what is the AA program. We won't go too much into details, but just so you know that this program exists. Then we will talk to you about the WMAs, what they are concretely, and how to use them. We will also have a small activity that aims to help you avoid some common mistakes that we often see in students' reports. And we will end the presentation with a summary and a Q&A session.
Okay, so what is the AA program? You may be asking yourself. So first, AA stands for Administrative Assistantship. So our program is officially called the Administrative Assistantship Program. This program was first created because it was a solution to give some extra work to some of the coaches that joined our program and wanted to help with some extra stuff in exchange for some benefits in the program. So here in this program, nowadays we produce many things. We are not only working on these weekly milestone advice sheets that we will present to you today. We do other stuff as well, but this is the main product, so to speak, that we produce, and we will be mainly focusing on that today. So our vision for the program, and especially when regarding to these WMAs, is to enhance the X-Culture experience for all stakeholders. So this is for you guys as participants, but also for our clients, for our project owners, for our coaching team. So hopefully this product that we create, these weekly milestone advice sheets, have everyone involved. Next slide. Yeah, thank you. And our mission is to help the X-Culture participants gain a better understanding of what it takes to write a high-quality report. So Before we get into the documents, I just want to tell you a bit about the team that I work with. These guys, the coaches that create these documents are people that have participated in the past in the Culture Challenge, and they have all done very well. They've been among the top participants, so they have some knowledge, but also, of course, we provide some training. We have some more expert people, which are called the client experts, who handle each of the specific client challenges, and these people together come up with these documents that are aimed to help you guys understand what it takes to create a winning report. So now I'll let you with Eva, who will explain more in detail what these weekly milestone advice sheets are, how they look like, how you can use them, and then we'll see a few examples. Oh, you're muted, Eva.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so now we are going to talk a bit more about the WMAs, which is the documents that the AA program mainly provide. Why do we create these documents? Basically, we want to help students avoid common mistakes that they may do, but also offer you a sort of guidance for improving the quality of your reports. We also aim to we also provide you with generalized feedback, which aims to encourage you to critically review your work. So now we're gonna discuss a bit more about what is a WMA concretely, because we have been talking about this for a few minutes, but you don't know concretely what it is. So next slide. Sorry. Okay, so first, a WMA is a weekly milestone advice sheet. Yeah. And okay, maybe you have already been through your client challenges, and you might have sometimes been lost while reading some things, you know, like you are reading one of the tasks that you need to do when you're like, oh, what is that? Oh, am I going to proceed? And the WMAs are documents that are going to help you, sort of guide you to achieve these things. We mainly have two kinds. Well, we only actually have two kinds of WMA. First, we have the general WMA. So the general WMA is valid for all the clients. So all the advice that are in these documents are valid for all the students in Xculture. You may be working with Atwix or with EcoBlue, whatever clients, this advice will be helpful for you. So as they are general, they mainly focus on the structure, the formatting, the writing. And one of the advice that you could find in there is, for example, to avoid using the first person while in your report, because this doesn't look professional. You know, you're not going to say, I did some research and I found this. Instead, you're going to say, some research was conducted, and here are the results. Okay, and then we have the client-specific WMAs. So basically, there is a WMA for each client, since the advice that are in there are really specific. So this semester we are quite lucky because we have a WMA for almost all the clients. If you don't see your client there, it's because your client is part of the Alibaba section, or because your client is Kaddish and they just like joined a bit later than the others, and we just didn't have the time to organize things for that. Okay. Oh yeah, I was about to forget. So you for the client-specific WMAs, you have a WMA for each section, okay? So you have WMA 1 for section 1, then the WMA 2 for section 2, WMA 3 for section 3, and then you have WMA 4. And there is no section 4, right? So the WMA 4 is actually when the coaches who are working on the WMA of a client are done with the three sections. They review this tree section again, and they sometimes add like more details or more advice, and then we'll like gather all of them on this WMA4. I'm sorry, I don't know what is happening to me. Then we have, as you may see, next to GCNA and Formula 6000, we have in progress because our coaches are currently working on them, and every week they release a new WMA. So yeah. Then also, if you want to have access to this document, you have to ask to your coaches and mention then what kind of WMA you want. So if you want the general one or the specific one, and they should send it to you pretty quickly. Okay, I think I covered everything here, but Danko, if you have something to add regarding this, feel free to.
No, you cover pretty much everything. That's basically what we have. I just want to add that for the general WMAs, we have some improvements coming our way. I cannot promise you that they'll be available on time. Hopefully they will. Everything seems to be like it's all on track. So maybe you will be getting a better version of what we had because they haven't been improved for at least a year. So regardless, you are getting general WMAs, maybe you get an improved version.
Thank you. Yeah, that's very true. Sorry,
Can
go
I
ahead.
add something? Just
Yeah.
very quickly. Whenever Eva is saying client, just I'm not sure if you guys understood. Probably you did, but it's just the company challenge. Okay, we say clients because for now you guys are kind of working as a business consultant. So the company challenge are all your clients. Okay, so make sure to do a good job to please them and to make them know everything that you work for. Okay.
That's true. Thank you for the clarification, Rafael. I didn't thought about it. Okay, we can move to the next slide. Know that you know what is concretely a WMA. You have to maybe know about more about how to use it and how it is structured. So the WMAs are divided in two main sections. You have the samples and the follow-ups. Here you can see the sample at the top. And what is the sample? Basically, the sample is what the coaches want you to bring attention to, because this is something required by the client or that is important to be in your report, right? Sometimes they mention the source, so you know where the client asked for this or that. Sorry. Here we can see that it was in the webinar and in the challenge instruction, but they don't do that. They don't mention the source for all of the samples because you can see that below there is no source. But this is an extra thing. Then we have the follow-up. And okay, imagine that the sample is like the question, and then the follow-up is going to be the answer. So the coaches will explain you basically how to proceed, how to achieve what the client is asking you, right? However, it's good to take into consideration that it's not the only way to proceed, okay? Maybe you will think about other ways to reach the same destination at the end, and that's okay. So this is just to really guide you and show you one of the paths that you could follow. Then our coaches also add sometimes some extra data, such as charts, table, and also links. So these are additional tools that can really help you in addition to the follow-ups. Okay, we have covered the main thing about the WMAs, but I want to make sure that so far there are no questions regarding them. So if you do have some question, feel free to raise your hand, turn on your mic, or just type it in the chat. And now we are gonna show you an example of WMA, so you can see concretely a whole WMA, not just a page. Okay, I think there is no question so far, but if you do, don't hesitate. And Denko, can I stop sharing my screen so you can show the WMA?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just give me a second to make sure everything is okay. Okay, so I will quickly show two examples of WMAs that we have for this semester. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we are.
Okay, thank you. So I will quickly run you again through the structure of the WMAs, although I think Eva did a great job. And I'll show you how you can use them and also explain a bit of what is behind this advice and what is our aim in the end. Because of course, our aim is not to tell you how to do this, it's not to tell you what you have to do, it's just providing you some extra resources for you to think about the issues. Maybe if you don't know how to tackle a problem, you now have an idea of how to do it. But as Eva said, we are not providing answers. We are not telling you what you have to do. So first, we start with the cover page. It will look something like this. And here you have all the important information. So which section is this about? The name of the section. So for this client, the section is called the market, product, and competition analysis. The last updated date. So this was a client that we had in the earlier track earlier this year and is returning now. So you guys may choose this client. So this client is called Garnet. And here you will have also information about their website. And in other cases, if they have available, you will also be able to find the link to a webinar, a client webinar. In Garner's case, I think there is no webinar available, at least that I know of. So you don't have a webinar for this client specific. Then here you have a small note in terms of, again, what I just told you. This is supposed to be additional resources, non-exhaustive guidance to you guys. And if you need more information, well, here you have a few links and also a link to the webinars, I think this is a link to the DX Culture YouTube channel. Then when you come to the client-specific section, you will find what Eva just mentioned. So first, a sample, as Eva mentioned, is just supposed to give you an idea of what the advice is. So here, it is about the challenge instruction and a part that is very important. So Garnet challenges participants to analyze contrasting markets. So this is a very important part. And here, the team will provide you with some more insights as to what you will have to do in this section in order to be successful. And then if you go even further, you'll find more advice. So in this one, it's about providing foundation for your analysis. Consider surveying potential customers, distributors, and retailers. So this is also mentioned in the client challenge. So you would say, well, this is redundant maybe. Well, not really. Here, they will provide you with some more information as to why it is important, why you are encouraged to collect this information, but also some potential questions, for example. And it's important to note that here it says some potential questions, but these are not limited to this question. So again, this is not an instruction of what you have to do. You don't have to do all of these questions. You don't have to do some of these questions. You may do completely different questions. You may even decide not to do the survey, but of course, again, the client is requiring you to. So you may do some different questions. You may take a different approach. Here is just some of the things that our team thinks could be helpful for you to ask in such survey. So this was WMA for section 1 for Garnet, and I can quickly show you a different section. So in this case, is Verplas Nature Reserve. This is section 2, operations and management. As I said, here you will have a link to the webinar if it's available. Webinars, by the way, very important resource. If your client has a webinar with its culture, I highly encourage you to watch it and watch it again and again and again. They provide a lot of information, and sometimes it can be easily overlooked because as they're just talking, they might just say one phrase that is very important in order to understand their state of mind, their ideas, and what they want to achieve with this challenge. So you may want to listen carefully to those. You may find some really interesting insights in there for your challenge. And here in this one, the first advice is about analyzing whether the client's current prices are appropriate for international markets. And here they provide you with some statistics, some analysis that you may do, factors that you could take into account. Here's expanding into a foreign market. This will increase in scope of earnings. So again, you have a lot of technical information here. The level of technicality, it depends on the client and on the team that provided these documents, but they are all up to a certain standard. So they are all helpful for you. So we highly encourage you to take a look at them if they are available for the challenge that you have selected. As Eva correctly said, sadly, we do not have one for every single client this semester, this track at least. We have the whole amount of the Alibaba track part. We do not have any WMAs for those. And for, I don't remember the name exactly. Could you remind me, Eva, what was the name?
Kavish, something like that.
Yeah, Kavish. Yeah, you're completely right. So that's a new client. And as Eva said, we did not have enough time to put a team to work on that. So apart from that, all the other clients, you should be receiving weekly milestone advice sheets. For Atwix, Bergplas, Nature Reserve, EcoBlue, EAFIT Universidad, and Garne, you already have all the WMAs ready. So if you need them, you can ask for them. For Formula 6000 and for GNCA, which are new clients for this track, we are currently developing them, and they will be sent or they will be ready at the start of the week of each section. So for example, you have to submit section 1 by the end of next week. So you'll have WMA 1 probably on Monday or Tuesday. So from then you can ask for them. Yeah, if you have any questions or any points, you can always ask the coaches. And if they are not able to help you, they will contact our client experts, and our client experts might be able to provide even more help to you. Yeah, I don't know if you even have anything else to add. Maybe Rafael have anything else to add.
To what you said, no, it was like really detailed and perfect. I think, yeah, I understood. Even if I didn't know like what were the WMA, I would have understood easily what it was. We just like have the activity left. So if there is no question, we can move to that.
Just one thing that I want to add. This kind of work that Danko and Eva are doing, it's just to help you guys, okay? You need to do your own research, find your own ideas on how to develop your own report, but use it as a tool to help you to improve your own report, okay? So don't, just make sure to not only take that into consideration. Do your own research and do your own things that you think, take into consideration your own ideas that might be good for your own report. Okay.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's very true.
Yeah. As you will see in the WMAs, again, this is non-exhaustive work, so not everything has been covered. It's only those specific details. And as Eva said, these are client-specific topics. So more general stuff that also is included in your channel, in your challenge, I mean, might not be covered in these documents. And then you have to make sure that you take care of those because they are important as well. They are just not, again, client-specific to be included in these documents. Yeah, we can move ahead now if there are no questions, Eva.
Okay, yeah, sharing my screen again. Okay, so we are going to have a small activity with Slido. Okay, so wait. I'm gonna present. It's coming. Okay, wait. It's coming. Okay, perfect. Okay, you can join this platform. You can just like scan the QR code or if you're not able to do this, you can just like go on your go on Google or whatever, type slido.com and type the code to enter the room.
Is it possible for you to paste in the chat?
Yeah, but I just need to leave this.
Okay, oh, I can do it then.
Wait.
Don't worry.
So, but the code is still going to appear. So, okay, the code is here. And okay, I think we can have the participant mode here. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, no. I'm sharing it in the chat. No, it's not sharing. Wait.
I can do
Okay,
it.
it's
I
here.
can. Oh, you could?
Yeah, that's, oh, wow. That's quite modern. And I'm gonna present again.
Were you able to? I don't see it in the chat.
Oh, did I
Yeah,
send
I
it
can do it. I can do it. Don't worry. Yeah.
You don't see the link I sent?
No. But all
That's
good.
Probably
weird.
you replied to someone.
No, I don't think wait. Do you
Yeah.
see it now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now
Okay. Okay, perfect. We're just gonna wait like 1 minute and then I think we can start. So basically, we are gonna do like there are 3 questions based on mistakes that we often see in students' report. And yeah, we will just have 3 activities related to this and different section and aspects of a student's report. Yeah. I think we can start. And if you are not like, you haven't joined yet, the code will somehow stay somewhere on the page. We are going to find it and show it to you.
Yeah, it's also in the chat. So
Yeah,
don't
right.
worry.
And you can join whenever. Yeah, the code is here. Okay, so here you have a question, okay? What is the problem with this executive summary? I'm going to show it to you, and we are going to go through it quickly, and you can answer when you know the answer, okay? Okay, so here we have an executive summary from last semester, and it was for Salux. Salux is a company which produced tapes, I believe, adhesive tapes, yeah. So you have to find what is wrong with this executive summary among the proposition that you are given. So I'm just like quickly gonna go through the content. I'm not gonna read everything, but just so you get an idea of what the students said. Okay, the topic of the research project is the Salux company. We said this, etc. Okay, in the first section, we analyze the main competitors, the client's actual competitors, and general information about this company. For example, how they operate, where they are located, and the main products they manufacture. Okay, what else? Moreover, it could be applied not only in this industry, but in many others, such as shoe manufacturing. In case Salix wants to enter a new market, it is also needed to create a suitable pricing strategy. Okay, so I give you a bit of a content. You don't need to like read all of it. And I'm gonna see the answer. Oh wait, it's here. Oh wait, it's here. Okay. Okay, everyone answered the same thing. That's good. Okay, indeed, among this proposition, it was the correct one. It isn't enough specific and won't be helpful for the client. So now I'm going to show you like how your executive summary should look like, right? Because yeah. So here you have an executive summary from a winning team from 2020, I guess. I think. Well, I'm not sure. And why is it a good executive summary? Okay, the thing is that it's well structured. First, you can see that here there is no structure. You don't know where they are talking about section 1 or section 2. While here everything is structured, and underneath the section, the section, they also like structure the information with bullet points, right? Then you need to ask yourself when you do an executive summary, why are you doing it? Like, you're not doing it because it's pretty, or there is a purpose, right? And here, the purpose of the executive summary is, okay, your clients are usually like busy people, and they won't have the time to read like all the reports they will receive. Sometimes they receive like over 200 reports, and it's impossible to read all of them. And usually the ideas are sometimes repetitive in the reports. So the executive summary is sort of the synopsis of your report, okay? It explains what you found, what are the ideas that you want to suggest. So it's basically the main points of your report. And you need to show off your report in this executive summary and show the good ideas and maybe interesting analysis that you did, so the clients know why he should read your report and where the information that interests him are located, right? Are there any questions regarding the executive summary?
Meanwhile, we wait for questions. I just want to make a small addition to what Eva just said, because that's completely perfect. She hits it right on the nail. To me, what it really changed my perspective as to what an executive summary was someone that told me that, well, participants are always used to, before these sort of challenges, they're always used to sort of tell a story and sort of write in like you would write a book or you would write an essay. You just don't want to give away what the ending is, right? So you are telling a story throughout your report. But in this case, well, on the executive summary, you have to do the complete opposite. You have to tell everything that you did in a very concise manner, so it's attractive to actually read your report. As Eva said, these CEOs of the companies that participate on this don't really have the time to read 200 reports that are each 20 to 30 pages long. So you can see how they would just read the executive summary, see if what is inside is interesting, and then they would decide whether or not to read in detail that report. So you have to go all in on this. Be concise, but be very specific about what your team found. Do not do this thing of keeping it a secret for later. That's not the point on this.
Yeah,
so
exactly. Thank you. It doesn't seem like we have questions, so I think we can move to the next one. Okay, so wait, how do I, okay. Okay, so here it's the open question. I'm going to show you a report. Like, we are going to go through a report. You won't need to read it. You will just need to have a look at the structure, what they did, what they didn't do, and then you can type what you think should be changed, added, or improved in this report. So it's a really open question, and there are plenty of things to say about this report. So yeah, I'm going to show it to you. It's this one. I'm gonna keep it anonymous, of course, but yeah. Here we have the executive summary. So yeah. Then the section 1 starts here with the industry and competition analysis. Yeah, you have this. We make, okay, here section 2 is starting with the market entry mode. Okay. You have the pricing. Okay, and I'm gonna go straight to the end. So this is section 3 as well. Okay. And this is how the report ends. Okay. So I let you maybe still have a look at it. So you, yeah. And then we are going to see all the answers. So you don't have to read, of course, like it's not question related on the content, but more on the structure. Okay, I think we can have a look at the answers.
I think you have to give them a bit more time to write.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Guys,
Yeah, I
don't
see
be
that
sad.
they are typing.
There are no wrong answers.
Yeah.
There can be plenty of things that could be wrong potentially with this report. You just don't know yet. So try it. Let us know what you think might be wrong with it.
Yeah, and then I will show you a report which is a bit more, well, you will see.
Exactly. Don't give it away just yet.
Yeah. And I forgot to say something regarding the executive summary. One of the proposition was like it was too short, and that is true. But then I said like an executive summary should be like 2 or 3 pages long. But no, this is completely false. Like an executive summary should like be really short. It's a summary, right? So 1 page is, I think, the maximum.
Yeah, you can go a bit longer, but I would say keep this phrase in mind. Every phrase in there has to provide value and a lot of value. So if you are putting phrases that maybe repeat some of the points that you already mentioned or are just there to clarify, that doesn't really provide value. So always keep in mind that whatever you write has to provide value. I've seen a few reports that had an executive summary a bit longer than 1 page, but they were really good. So you cannot really blame them. They tried to do their best to show everything in the little space they have. So, but I think you can do a lot of things to make it fit within 1 page. So try your best to stay within those limits.
Okay, we have an answer here. A second. Oh, okay. We still have 1 participant typing. Okay, I'm gonna go quickly over the answer that were already. Wait, I have a problem with this camera. Okay, right. Okay, here we have someone who told us that the design and the formatting should be improved. As well, okay, the team should have used some headlines and as well as color and graphics. This is totally true. There is a real problem with the formatting there. The font is too big. So, you know, when a reviewer will like first have a look at the number of pages, this person will be like, oh, the students did like 25 pages, that's great. And then you see that the font is like this, and you understand that there is a small problem. Okay, the structure should be more organized, definitely, I agree with this. It will be beneficial to ensure that it is easy to go through the report and find the information you need. That is very true. We can't, in this report, you don't know where section 2 starts or section 3, like you have to see it. If you don't see it, you have to search for it. Then we have do not start a paragraph with bullet points. Apply heading formatting to the section title to make it obvious. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, no, that is right. I was thinking about the bullet point, but yeah, it's better to have like a small text explaining what are the bullet points. I don't know if it makes sense, but yeah, that's true. More structured executive summary. Exactly, we've just seen this, and that's very true. Which must involve a list with points and interesting ideas, not just plain text. Okay, yeah. For the executive summary, we have like some teams who do just like a plain text, and it is good. Like the content is good, but you know, it's more appealing when it's like structure with bullet point. But then if your content is good in the plain text, you won't like lose points for this. Section parts should be highlighted. Very true. That's a few of you mentioned this, and that's very true. More data visualization. Yes, it is always interesting to have some charts and table and other visual tools because you know, like a picture is worth 1,000 words. This is something we often say. However, we have reports which only use like a few charts and table and are still very good. But yeah, I personally really like when there are a lot of visual tools in the reports, but that's really right.
Yeah, I just wanted to include about what you mentioned about the executive summaries, and also about this point. There is no magic formula. There is no just one way to do these reports. Truly, it's just about is it easy to read? That's the first thing that we look for. Does everything make sense, provide value? And if you are using images, tables, is it can you actually see what's happening? Because we have some cases, I don't know, tables for SWOT where you cannot really see what is in the SWOT analysis. Or you have charts where the numbers are so small that even if you zoom in, you still cannot see what the numbers is. Or sometimes people just put random charts that don't have anything to do with the report, and it's just to make it look prettier. But once you take a look at the chart, it doesn't really tell anything. So that's not helpful. So again, there's no magic formula. You may use less and still have an excellent report, or you may use a lot, and that just makes your report look prettier. So again, no magic formula. Same for executive summaries. Some executive summaries are great and they are just bullet points, and then there are others that are plain text, but they are just very easy to read and they go to the point. So yeah, no magic formulas.
Yeah, that's true. And if you like charts and tables are very interesting in a report, however, make sure that they are insightful, that they bring something to a report. Don't like put charts and table only because you think that you have to, right? Okay. Then we have poorly formatted. It's hard to read and not attractive to the eyes. That's very true. Like it's not very entertaining. Like when you first look at it, you say, oh, okay, this is gonna be a long reading. Then not well structured and problems with formatting. Exactly, we mentioned this. That's very true. The bullet points and numbering needs to be structured. More graphs and design, add titles. Exactly, you found most of them, so that's very great. I'm now going to show you a winning report, which I thought was very well structured. Okay, so here we have the report we just read. And here is one of the winning report from previous semester. So you can see that here they worked a lot on the visual side. It's not compulsory, it's just like a plus, but a good plus. Okay, so here you have the key recommendation of the section. There are, well, the section is structured with points, which is very important, and will help your client to find the information that he wants more easily. So we also have like some tables here, which are which are very interesting because they bring something interesting to the content the students are sharing. Here we have a SWOT analysis, which is also in a table. So yeah, this is basically a very well-structured report. And you can see that here, the font is way smaller than here. And the spaces between the lines is also lower, reduced.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can move to the next question because otherwise we will run out of time. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, I think we can do this in 5 minutes.
Yeah, just one point on that, on the formatting. Of course, do not feel tempted to copy that format. It's not the only way to do it. You don't have to be a graphic designer either to do a good report. I think there are plenty of templates on the internet that you can start from. But if you take a look on the X-Culture webpage, you can see previous winners, and you will see that not all of them are as pretty, maybe. Some of them win really only on the content. The most important part is the content. Of course, the visual part does help and shows more attention to detail, but it's not by no means the main point.
Yeah, that's very true. Thank you. Okay, last question. I'm gonna show you a SWOT, and you have to find the problem with this SWOT. Okay, where it is. Okay, so here we have a SWOT from previous the last semester. We can see here the four components of the SWOT: the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities, and the threats. And here is the content for each part of the analysis. Okay. Where is it? Okay, I have 4 links. Wait. Okay, good one. Okay. We have an answer. I'm gonna still show it to you. Wait. Okay, it's here. Okay, let's see the answers. Okay, we have 6 persons who voted. Okay, so most of you think that the points are too general. Some of you think that the SWOT wasn't conducted in depth, that it doesn't look professional. And okay, so we have answers for all of the sections. Okay, I'm quickly going to give the results. All of these points are right, so you are all right here. The points are too general. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I mean, strong restaurant. You don't know what is this restaurant. Then you have international visitors. Okay, but what about what about them? And then more activities, but what kind of activities? It is just too general. Then there are like there are some spelling mistakes. SWOT, no, it's SWOT. It's not SWOT. Weaknesses, threats. Yeah, this doesn't look professional when there are like that many spelling mistakes. I wouldn't say that the visual is not professional. If you structure well, you can like keep the structure and then make it a bit more professional. This is not a problem here. But here, always it's structured. There is like the text isn't centered. It's not professional, right? What was up? And the SWOT wasn't conducted in deep. Yeah, that's right. Now I'm going to show you a good SWOT, which was also from a winning reports. Here you can see that the points aren't too general. They offer statistics, so we know that they did in-depth research. And like in the threads, the common thread that we like in 90% of the report that we see is there are competitors. Yes, we all know that there are competitors. That's why you have to like find things that the client doesn't know yet. This is the purpose of why you are doing this SWOT analysis. You want to bring new content to your clients. And then it's well structured. I really like the formatting here. So this is an example of a really good SWOT analysis. Just so you know, here, this SWOT was from this report. The problem here is that I think the students like focused a bit too much on maybe the visual more than the content here. And the pages like this, it's a big no. Like you only have like 30 pages. Correct me if I'm wrong for your report. 25, yeah, 25 pages. So don't waste space like this. You will need it for your content. Yep. So yeah, I think that's basically it. I hope I didn't forget anything, but if you have any questions or want to add something, feel free to.
Yeah, this is a moment, Q&A session, I guess. If you guys have any questions, please go ahead. I just want to highlight one of the things that Eva just said, which is in terms of providing value and not saying like this obvious basic stuff. Remember your clients, the people that we're doing this for, they are already business people. They have a successful business. These are not small companies. These are not startups. Some of these companies have been in business for years, maybe decades. So they know all the basic stuff. They need new things. They need new insights, new perspectives. So avoid these basic concepts if you can, of course. So do you have any questions? Doesn't seem so.
Yeah. Maybe I should stop sharing. Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
If not, I think we can end because we passed the limit time.
Very quick summary of what we covered today. So
Oh yeah. Do you want me to show the slide?
no, it's okay. I can do it from the top of my mind. So we just told you what the AA program is about, these documents that we produce in order to help you guys achieve better performance as teams. Hopefully these documents are helpful to you. They will be available, and some of them already are available. You just have to reach out to your coach, as Eva mentioned, and they can share with you either the general or the client-specific WMAs that you need. So make sure to reach out. And if you have any questions regarding these challenges, you can also ask your coaches and they will make sure to give you an answer. Or if they don't know, they will put you in contact with our client experts. So thank you so much for listening to us today. I hope this has been helpful to all of you and that you use our documents and you achieve these better results. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Rafa. I don't know if you want to say something, Eva.
No, you covered everything. Thank you so much for listening to us. And if you have further questions, just ask your coaches because they can contact me easily and I will provide you answer.
Okay. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, Doug. That was an amazing presentation. I hope the students heard everything from them because it's a very good opportunity that they are showing to you. So make sure to keep in mind that there are a couple of tips on how you can improve your own report. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Thank you everyone for attending, and see you guys next weekend. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, may I ask a question, please?
Sure.
Yeah, of course.
So you sent the invites to apply for the symposium. And well, I wanted to ask, so there's a possibility to add 2 recommendation letters. Will it make your chances to be chosen among those students higher, or it doesn't matter?
Yeah, you can add it. It will help you to be the chosen student.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Also, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Hi. So it's about coaching. So what do I need to do to contact my coach? Just use the form you sent me in some of the emails, or
They didn't contact you?
no, I suppose.
Okay, which team are you?
Let me check real quick. 459 459.
Okay, thank you. I will make sure they contact you by today because this was supposed to be last week. If you don't receive anything, contact Rafael and he will get back to me. Like the academy email, you send an email there and we will solve this problem.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Any other question, concerns, problems, suggestion? Nope. So that's it then. Thank you guys. See you next weekend.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone.